What if I told you the man who changed the world was once fired from his own company? A man who had no college degree, yet built one of the greatest empires in history. This is the unbelievable story of Steve Jobs. In a small town in California, in the year 1955, a boy was born who would one day change the world. His name, Steve Jobs. From a young age, Steve was fascinated by electronics. As a child, he would sit in his garage, tinkering with circuit boards, dreaming of building something revolutionary. As Steve grew older, his curiosity led him to read college. But traditional education never appealed to him. Just 6 months in, he made a bold decision. He dropped out. Instead, he spent his time attending creative classes, walking through the campus barefoot, and exploring his love for calligraphy and design. In 1976, in a small garage, Steve Jobs and his friend Steve Wozniak built something that would change the world forever: the first Apple computer. They had no fancy offices, no money, just a vision to make technology simple and accessible for everyone. In 1984, Steve unveiled the Macintosh. "It's insanely great," he said, as the audience erupted in applause. Apple was no longer just a company, it was a revolution. But success comes with challenges. In 1985, after a power struggle within Apple, Steve Jobs was forced out of his own company. It was one of the lowest points in his life. But as he later said, being fired from Apple was the best thing that ever happened to me. Instead of giving up, Steve started 2 new companies, Next and Pixar. Pixar went on to create Toy Story, the first ever fully computer-animated film, while Next developed technology so advanced that Apple itself would later buy the company back. In 1997, Steve returned to Apple. The company was struggling, but he had a vision. He introduced the iMac, a sleek, colorful computer that captured the world's attention. Apple was reborn. Then came 2007, the moment that changed technology forever. Standing on stage, Steve Jobs held up a small device and said, "Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone." The iPhone was born, and the world would never be the same again. But even as Steve reached the pinnacle of success, his health began to decline. In 2011, he stepped down as Apple's CEO. "I have always said that if there ever came a day when I could no longer meet my duties, I would be the first to let you know," he wrote. On October 5th, 2011, Steve Jobs passed away. But his vision, his passion, and his legacy live on. As he once said, "Stay hungry, stay foolish, and the world will always remember the man who dared to think differently." Steve Jobs' journey is proof that failure isn't the end, it's just a new beginning. He faced challenges, setbacks, and even lost everything, but he never gave up. And in the end, his vision changed the world forever. What do you think about his incredible comeback? Let us know in the comments. If this story inspired you, make sure to hit the like button, share it with others, and subscribe for more legendary life stories. And don't forget to tap the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.